Magandang araw po, ako po si Rosan de la Cruz at ito ang Reforma. Dito sa ating programa, tututukan natin ang mga institusyon at ahensya sa tatlong sangay ng gobyerno. Maayos ba ang pagpapatakbo ng mga ito o kailangan bang baguhin para mapaganda ang kanilang serbisyo sa mga Pilipino? Ngayong buwan ng Oktubre ay Consumer Welfare Month. Bawat taon natin ito ginugunita at para ipaliwanag ang layunin ng Consumer Welfare Month at kung ano ang mga binabalak gawin ng Department of Trade and Industry para isulong ito, makakausap natin si DTI Undersecretary for Communications Kim Bernardo Lokin. Magandang araw po, Yusek.
Magandang araw din sa iyo, Rose.
Yusek, mag-umpisa muna po tayo. Na unang-una, can you take us through the Consumer Welfare Month? Kung ano po yung layunin nitong buwan na to?
Okay, maraming salamat. Actually, itong buong buwan ng October is Consumer Welfare Month. And ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Pinapaalala natin ulit kung paano maging isang responsible consumer. And siguro, alam naman natin, lahat naman tayo, each one of us is a consumer, di ba? And in particular, we wanted to highlight the Gen S. Yan ang ating theme ngayon. Gen S means Generation Sustainable. And because of this, we are also urging our consumers para mag-practice ulit ng 7 R's of sustainability. Actually, alam na natin ito eh. Ito yung reduce, reuse, recycle, repair, and iba pa, no? The important thing here is that I think yung consumers, kailangan po nila to be reminded again of how a responsible consumer is, di ba? Kasi di ba ngayon, sanay naman na tayo, yung mga tote bag natin, reusable na. So, apart from that, there are other ways to do it.
Yusek, yung theme, no, you said it, the Gen S, Generation Sustainable, for this Consumer Welfare Month. Could you elaborate on how the DTI plans to leverage this theme to cultivate a stronger culture of sustainable consumption and production among Filipinos?
Okay, basically what we did are several things, no? Number one, information campaign. The information campaign aims to look at where the consumers are at ano ang kanilang ginagawa ngayon at ano ang mga dapat nilang gawin. In other words, we want to remind the consumers that they have a role to play. Pangalawa, meron pa po kaming mga other activities katulad ng itong darating na mga susunod na linggo, no? Meron po tayong monitoring ng para sa undas. Ito po under ng consumer pa rin po 'yan. In particular, meron po tayong mga tinitingnan na mga produkto dito na nakapaloob sa BNPC. Ito po yung basic necessities and prime commodities. And in particular, dito sa undas, alam naman po natin na kapag malapit na yung undas, tatlong bagay po yan, kandila, yung bottled water at ang mga bulaklak. So, these are the three things that the DTI will monitor and we will invite you soon for this activity. Meron din po tayong week na tinatawag na para naman po sa destruction ng mga substandard materials. And apart from that, may diskwento caravan pa rin po kami. So, nung nakaraang linggo po, nasa Quezon City kami in partnership with the local government unit. And then, nasa Makati naman ang susunod. And then, San Juan, I think, is the next. So, those are all part of the consumer activities that we are pushing for right now under the CWM.
No, we are grateful for this kind of initiatives, no? But when you say sustainable, how do you define it? And
Okay.
how do you define and how para masabi natin yung 7 R's of sustainability?
So ngayon, I think there's an increased awareness now to use reusable bags. So that's one, for sustainability. Kasi syempre, lesser use of plastics. Pangalawa, yung another way to do sustainable choices in your lifestyle is that yung mga single use. So ngayon, if you notice, meron na tayong alternatives. 'Di ba? We encourage people, for example, to use yung mga bottle ngayon na reusable para sa inyong mga kape, para sa mga tubig. So those are some of the things. And apart from that, I think part of being a responsible consumer is to be wise in your choices. Halimbawa, kung mamamalengke po kayo, yung excess is also not being a responsible consumer. Bumili lang po tayo ng tama, and yun lang po sa nararapat ayon sa ating pangangailangan. Yun po yung mga iba sa mga paraan that we are asking our consumers to do and reminding them that a responsible consumer must do.
Are you partnering with other government agencies on this? Kasi since parang mukha siyang in partnership with Department of Environment and Natural Resources, do you have like that?
Actually, we have reached out, Rose. We did, in this particular case, for example, meron kaming initial talks with ULAP, and this one, to amplify the messaging for the consumers. Kasi alam niyo po, ang DTI Consumer Protection Group, and in partnership with the ROJ, yung Regional Operations Group, buong bansa po kami, nationwide. So, one way perhaps to amplify the messaging is to be able to tap the local government units para alam po nila yung ginagawa ng DTI. So, halimbawa, meron kaming mga pinaplano ng mga activities na sana sabayan po nila kami. Katulad niyan, yung darating na undas sana, we hope that sasabayan nila kami, mag-monitor din po ang mga local government units in partnership with our DTI regional offices para naman maging aware ang mga consumers.
Okay, balik naman po tayo ulit sa Consumer Welfare Month, no? What are the menu of our activities for each week of the Consumer Welfare Month, and how does the DTI plan to ensure active participation from various sectors of society, including consumers, businesses, and government agencies to promote sustainability?
Okay, so I think makikita natin ito in the context of trying to see what the Consumer Protection Group is all about. Ito pong CPG na to, as we call it, marami po yung under sa kanya ng mga bureau. One of them is the CPAB, Consumer Policy and Advocacy Bureau. And ito po yung in charge naman ng ating mga, among other things, no, yung paglalagay ng SRP, pagmo-monitor sa supermarkets. But at the same time, yun din pong online dispute resolution. So sa CPAB po yan. Then we also have the Fair Trade Enforcement Bureau. Ito po yung FTEB. We call it FTEB for brevity, no? And ito naman pong Enforcement Bureau na ito ay tumitingin kung tama po ba ang inyong mga binibenta, ito po ba ay naaayon sa mga batas ng Pilipinas and ayon sa Consumer Price Act, no? So these are what they do. And then there's another one, ito yung BPS. Ito yung Bureau of Philippine Standards. Ito naman pong bureau na ito, sila yung tumitingin, making sure na lahat ng binibenta sa atin dito sa merkado sa Pilipinas, hindi lang po yan mga goods, no? Halimbawa, pati mga steel bars, ginagamit sa construction, ay sana po itong mga ito ay certified. So sila po yan. So those are the things under the CPG. So napakalawak, hindi po ba? So iba-iba yung ginagawa naming activities in connection with all those bureaus. But at the end of the day, we are all working towards the consumer and for the protection of the consumer and making sure also that they have rights and their responsibilities. So yun po ang aming ginagawa.
Yusek, with the Philippine Online Dispute Resolution System, no, or PODRS media launch scheduled during the Standards Week, what role does the DTI sees the PODRS playing in promoting consumer welfare and protection, particularly in the context of sustainable consumption?
Okay, ito pong PODRS or the Philippine Online Dispute Resolution, it is actually one of those landmark things that we want to tell people. Why? Ito pong online dispute resolution kasi for the first time ngayon, mas madali na dahil online na po siya. In other words, before, there was only physical. When you talk about online dispute, that means pwede na ayusin yung adjudication and then hearing of cases, yung complaints in this particular case online. So, dati po kasi kailangan yung pumunta physically, no? And ano po yung significance nito sa consumer? Well, it addresses a lot of things apart from ease of doing business. Yan po, it encompasses everything that is the mandate of DTI and not just for consumers. And mapapadali po kasi yon. But pangalawa po, siguro, it addresses the issue of lesser consumption of gasoline, lesser consumption of papers that are needed for the online dispute resolution. And nakikita po natin kasi dati, yung traditional way natin, you would go, yung mga complainant po or yung merong mga kinalaman dito sa kasong ito, ang gagawin nila, kailangan nilang pumunta pa doon sa actual location para ma-hear po yung kanilang mga complaints or kaso. Now, pwede na rin po natin gawin yan online. So, that's, and then number 3, it also embraces digitalization or technology. So, in this particular case, yung pong ating mga consumers will be very much empowered. So, and when you talk about sustainability, also a very good thing because now they can make full use of their time for others as well, other activities that they can do. Whereas before, they would spend that time in traffic, they would spend that time preparing physically for yung mga printed materials. Ngayon po, pwede na nilang gamitin yung extra time nila.
Let's check naman din kasi 'di ba meron naman tayong mga consumers who are not literate pagdating sa paggamit, who are not tech savvy.
Yes.
Do we have
Para
mga
sa
mechanisms for them?
Yes. Opo, actually, Rose, the best is that the DTI is now offering still the physical, hindi po natin tinatanggal yan. Pangalawa, meron pa pong online para sa mga pwede at may gusto niyan. Pangatlo po, yung mga hindi naman po, yung mga consumers for example, na hindi masyadong techie, pwede po silang pumunta sa DTI offices. Meron po tayong DTI na main office dito sa Makati. Meron din po tayong mga DTI na regional offices and provincial offices. So nationwide po kami ang Department of Trade. So all they need to do is get in touch with yung local DTI field office. And usually po, nakikita po yan kasama, katuwang po yan ng local government units. So pwede rin po doon. Kung hindi po sila marunong, pwede po silang tulungan ng ating mga DTI employees in the regionals kung paano mag-file ng complaint, bibigyan sila ng form, and more importantly, tutulungan po sila para ma-resolve yung kaso.
How does the DTI plan to utilize the nationwide sweep initiative to monitor prices of basic commodities, basic necessities and prime commodities, flour, soy, ito na yun yung candles.
Yung sa Undas.
The one you said a while ago, no?
Ay, yung sa Undas po.
Yes.
Okay, actually, Rose, that one in particular is for the impending Undas, dahil malapit na po yung Undas, no? But other than that, yung nationwide sweep na ganyan, we normally do that starting with the DCPAB. Ito po yung aming Consumer Policy and Advocacy Bureau. This bureau, the CPAB, what it does is that they assess what are the present conditions, sila yung nagmo-monitor, tinatanggap nila yung mga monitoring ng mga prices, no? And then they also get data from the manufacturers. So dito po, based on that and other factors, no, they assess, they assess kung ito po ay pupwede na ilabas nila as part of the SRP or yung price guide. Yung SRP, ito po yung suggested retail price. So, ganun po yung kanilang ginagawa. And when you talk about nationwide sweep, meron po kasi kami all over the country, binabantayan po yung mga presyo. Ang trabaho po ng DTI, minomonitor po natin yung mga presyo and ang ating pong end goal ay simple lang. Gusto po nating maniguro na meron po tayong affordable na choices at yun nga po, ang keyword po dyan, choices. Kailangan palaging empowered ang consumer na meron silang pagpipilian. So, yun po ang amin. Hindi po natin pwedeng lagyan ng hanggang dito lamang po ang presyo nyo. Hindi po yun dahil free market po tayo dito sa Pilipinas.
And also, idagdag na natin, no, Yusek, kasi since it is Consumer Welfare Month, how do we take care of the welfare of our consumers na greatly affected by the prices nga ng mga commodities natin, mga basic necessities natin ngayon?
Oo nga. Thank you for that. Actually, alam mo, this is a global phenomenon, Rose. And hindi lang po tayo dito sa Pilipinas ang nakakaramdam niyan. Coming from a pandemic, nakita naman natin how each nation had struggled, di ba? So, on the part of the Philippines, sinusubukan po natin gawin lahat ng ating makakaya. On the part naman po of the DTI, you can rest assured through yung atin pong practice ng responsible consumerism and yung pong ating protecting the consumer's rights, we are hopefully able to do certain things to mitigate itong mga impact nitong matataas na presyo. Katulad niyan, meron po tayong halimbawa by advising our consumers to use only what they need. Oh, that's one. So, syempre, alam po natin, yung iba po dyan, na gusto ninyo, okay, ano po ito, sale po ito, so bili na tayo ng marami, di ba? But sometimes, in the process of doing so, hindi po natin nakikita na medyo hindi naman po natin nagagamit yung iba. So that's one, yung responsible buying. Pangalawa, yung you use only what you need, and sana po may conscious effort po tayo to use only and eat only or consume only what is necessary. So those are some of the ways na pwede nating tulungan. On the part of the DTI, kami po, ang aming pangako po sa ating mga consumer ay lagi po kaming magmo-monitor and we will always make sure na meron po kayong pagpipilian at meron po tayong affordable na mga produkto anytime.
Yusek, dahil Christmas season na rin, no, how do you monitor prices lalo na ngayon? Ano yung mga minomonitor yung mga products this Christmas season?
I think you're talking about the Noche Buena price guide, no? Alam mo, Rose, hindi pa po kasi tayo naglalabas niyan, ano? Usually around November yan inilalabas. Pero ang ating pong minomonitor, lahat ng nakapaloob sa basic necessities and prime commodities, including yung para sa mga Christmas na season na ginagamit natin, no? And rest assured na maglalabas po kami ng price guide tungkol po dyan, and we will let you know kapag nailabas na po natin yan, so that ang aim natin po dyan is to make the consumer informed and aware na meron po tayong ibang produkto na hindi po lahat ganito kamahal, hindi po lahat ganito ang presyuhan sa merkado. And at the end of the day, kailangan po natin siguro sabihin, Rose, let's remind our consumers na hindi naman po ang tinitingnan lang po ng DTI ay basic necessities and prime commodities. Ibig sabihin, yung mga medyo luxury items, hindi naman po kasali yun, ma'am. So, but at the end of the day, ito po yung ating tinitingnan. And pag ilalabas na po natin yan, by November, we will let you know. Alam po ninyo, nabanggit nyo yung Christmas, including Christmas lights, tinitingnan din po namin yan. So, pagdating po ng Nobyembre, matapos lang po itong buwan ng October, we will keep you posted po dun sa ating mga monitoring.
How about utilities?
Utilities? Katulad na?
Like yung mga utilities, gas, yung mga water,
kung tangke,
electricity,
halimbawa, when you talk about Halimbawa, LPG. Ayon, tinitingnan din natin yan. Pero kasi, when you talk about it, kailangan we put it into proper context, no? We always have a regular monitoring for like, let's say, LPG tanks, di ba? To make sure na tama ba yung timbang nito, na tama ba yung mga ginagamit nilang materials dito, hindi ba substandard ito ba ay certified? So that's one of them. Meron po tayong DTI na testing laboratories to do this. And we will invite you one of these days para makita po ninyo yung aming pong testing laboratories on how we do this, di ba? And apart from that, yung sa tubig naman po, dahil utility, di ba? Baka akala nila kami nagre-regulate ng tubig, hindi po.
Yes.
Yung bottled water lang po yung sa amin, yung presyuhan lang po. So, having said that though, we can assure the Department of Trade and Industry under the leadership of Secretary Alfredo Pascual is assuring everyone that we will do everything in our power para po ang mga consumers, mararamdaman nila na pinoproteksyonan namin ang kanilang mga karapatan. And at the end of the day, ito po yung trabaho namin.
Thank you for that clarification, Yusek. We have naman yung consumer care webinar. In what ways does the DTI plan to leverage this webinar series to facilitate an ongoing dialogue between the consumers and businesses, fostering a deeper understanding of the importance of sustainable consumption?
Okay, so when you talk about consumers, everyone is a consumer, di ba? So I'm glad that you brought up that webinar series kasi tinuturuan din po natin sila na magnegosyo ng tama. So I think that is also part of the mandate of being, when you look at consumers, di ba? Kasi when you talk about consumer welfare, yung mga ating negosyante, kailangan din po nating sabihin sa kanila, tuturuan natin sila magnegosyo. Number 2, we will also tell them about their rights at ano ang dapat nilang ibigay sa mga consumers to empower the consumers. So our webinars, of course we have that. I hope makita po nila yon sa ating Facebook pages. Tignan nyo po, sana i-follow nyo po kami sa DTI Facebook page namin. Meron din po kaming hotline 1384. So that's one DTI. And of course, when you talk about the webinar, iba-iba pong topic ang aming ibinibigay dyan. And this is only, not only for the consumers, but also yung mga gusto magnegosyo as well. So it will be an ongoing thing. It's a regular thing. Ipo-post po namin sa ating Facebook pages yung mga consumer care webinar series na ginagawa namin.
In this time kasi po, makikita din natin yun, so the consumers can participate and really have their voice.
Opo.
No? You can hear their voice pagdating sa mga bagay na ito, no. Yusek, dito naman tayo kasi you just had yung halal launching ng Halal Week, no. How does DTI want to promote halal and yung the MSMEs?
Okay. So, thank you, Rose. Actually, this is one of the highlights that this secretary is proud of, no? Sabi nga ni Secretary Pascual, sabi niya, we have to champion the halal industry as well, the promotion of the halal industry. Bakit po? Kasi, alam nyo, malaki po ang potential nito eh. Ang potential according to World Bank statistics is about 230 billion US dollars. Ito po yung potential na pwedeng kitain ng halal industry on a global scale. Hindi lang po Pilipinas. But what is important here is that nag-launch po kami kasi recently nitong aming partnership. We signed a partnership with private sector, no. In particular, ito po yung sa pag-promote ng non-interest bearing na financing for MSMEs. And ano po ang kahulugan nito and why is this important? Ang ibig lang po sabihin nito, ay binibigyan po namin ng mas malaking pagtulong ang mga MSMEs para makasali po yung kanilang produkto at ma-certify as halal. And ano po ang ibig sabihin nito? Halal is not just for the religion-based or Muslims, no? I think halal is also a lifestyle. So ang gusto pong ipakita ni Secretary Pascual dito is the fact that it is for everyone. It is a lifestyle choice, and it is potentially going to earn for our MSMEs billions in dollars abroad. Kasi ang laki-laki po ng merkado nito. Hindi po tayo nakaka-participate kasi hindi po tayo halal certified. Imagine. So, yung mga ibang mga produkto ng ibang bansa, nakakarating dito, halal certified sila, tayo po, whether you are Muslim or not, pwede kang bumili nun, hindi ba? Pero tayo, hindi tayo makapag-export sa kanila. So, this is the significance of that one. So, hopefully, by promoting that non-interest-bearing na financing solution, matutulungan natin sila.
Pagdating naman po sa e-commerce, no, is DTI also focused on e-commerce? If so, why? What are the advantages of e-commerce for you?
Yes, ma'am. In particular, we launched also the e-commerce platform of the DTI, no? And ito pong OTOP, One Town, One Product. This one has been a long time na project ng Department of Trade and Industry, and recently naging batas po ito. So meron na po tayong OTOP law. Ngayon, ang ginawa po ng DTI dito is to also launch a platform, an online selling platform para sa mga OTOP. So halimbawa po, per province, ano po ba ang kanilang best-selling na mga produkto based on certain regions, certain provinces, pwede na po nilang ibenta yun online. That's part of our e-commerce push and digitalization push. And this one is geared specifically for the MSMEs. Para naman po mag-level up yung ating mga micro, small, and medium enterprises.
Yung second to the last question, what can you say about sa mga online scams during, lalo na parami na yan this season, you know? Hindi pa nga siya nagda-die down from the previous months, pero marami ang mga online scams.
Oo nga, actually the first step siguro, as a consumer, medyo naman kayo, makiramdam muna kayo bago kayo bumili. Halimbawa, if the product they are offering seems too good to be true, then most probably, hindi yan tama, hindi ba? That most probably, hindi yan yung tunay na gusto mong bilihin. Halimbawa, isang branded na produkto, alam mo na ang tunay na presyo nito sa merkado ay ganito. Tapos nakita mo sa online, uy, ang mura ng binibenta nila, sobrang mura. Tapos, bibilihin mo ba? Siyempre, ang tanong dyan, alam mo na may pakiramdam ka na hindi ito tunay, di ba? That's number one. Please be aware. Yan po ang ating maipapayo sa consumer. However, yun naman pong mga iba na sila ay naloko yung online scam na ganon, we encourage them also to file a complaint with the DTI. Meron po kaming, inuulit ko, meron po kaming hotline, and this is the 1384. Ito yung 1DTI, no? It's the easiest way to remember, no? Na pagkakailangan po ninyo na mag-complain, pwede po nating idulog sa DTI, and we promise that we will help you sa abot ng aming makakaya. But at the end of the day, dalawang bagay yan. It's a two-way thing eh. Para pong relationship yan na Rose. Hindi pwedeng isa lang. Kailangan responsible consumer ka rin. Kung sa tingin mo ay ang isang bagay na inaalok sa'yo is too good to be true, most probably it is. Ibig sabihin nun, alam mo na may mga danger signs na fake yan, mali yan, hindi reputable yung nagbebenta, wag na po tayong magpa-scam din. Yun naman po. But at the end of the day, despite doing your due diligence and ganun po ang nangyari sa inyo, we will be here to help you.
At least alam natin na nandyan ang DTI to protect us, to protect our rights as consumers. And thank you for clarifying and telling our audience that DTI is here and assuring them that DTI is here. No? Last message na lang po, Yusek, what can you tell our viewers this Consumer Welfare Month? How does DTI want to protect them?
Okay, so thank you very much for that, no? And itong pagkakataon na ito na ibinigay sa akin, we will use this po on the part of the DTI. On behalf of Secretary Alfredo Pascual, we encourage our consumers, lahat po ng ating mga consumers, na mag-practice po sana ng Gen S, Generation Sustainable, using the 7 R's of sustainability. Ang ibig lang po sabihin nito, hindi po tayo magwe-waste, hindi po tayo magsasayang, hindi po tayo excessive, and tayo po ay magiging aware na lahat po ng ginagawa natin merong impact sa environment and sa ating mga bulsa. So, ang pakiusap po namin, let's practice the life of being a sustainable consumer. So, on our part po sa DTI, we will always be here for you. And kung meron po kaming magagawa para sa inyo, lumapit lang po kayo sa amin.
Ayan, maraming salamat po, Yusek Kim. Thank you for gracing our invitation here in Reforma. Maraming salamat po. As consumers, meron tayong responsibilidad na maging mapanuri sa presyo at kalidad ng ating mga binibili. Pero sinisuguro ng DTI na bukas ang kanilang tanggapan para bantayan at tiyaking protektado ang mga consumer mula sa mga mapagsamantala. Dito po nagtatapos ang aming talakayan sa mga may init na isyong nakakaapekto sa pagbibigay ng serbisyong pampubliko ng mga institusyon at ahensya ng gobyerno. Sa pagbabago para sa pag-unlad, isulong natin ang reforma sa gobyerno. Maraming salamat po.